This is your host, Rambunctious.
And your co-host, Tayamu Denku. Pick apart the passion. Pick apart the passion. Pick the passion.
All right, this is Rambunctious. I am joined by my incredible co-host, my man Jason Tayamo Denku Miller, and it's the Pick Apart the Passion podcast. We are joined by a guest that, man, it goes back so far, I don't know where to start, man. Every group I've been in Wisconsin, I feel like we perform with him. And he's DJ, as a matter of fact. I've been to Dubuque, Iowa, if that gives you a hint. If you can't already see it, you don't know. I've been there to do battles. Denku's been there to do battles, shows. It just don't stop. Like, I remember the first time I went to Dubuque, this dude came up on stage and was like, yo, you ain't shit. And I'm like, I ain't know Dubuque was this hard. You know what I mean? But Dubuque, Iowa zone, we got CasetheJoint and we got DJ Jevity. What is good, fellas? What is good?
What's up?
Everything.
That's what's up, man. Case, you repping that Bengals hat? You know what I'm saying? I want to say salute to that first again. You know what I mean?
Right. We'll get to that later. Burrow babies.
Cincinnati Bengals, my team. You know what I mean? Yes, sir. Yes. Gary Owen probably going to like this if he ever sees it. You know what I mean?
Very appreciative. Thank you for talking about Dubuque. A lot of people don't know that Dubuque exists in Iowa, you know?
Hey, Ram, what is that cord right there, man? What's that cord?
Who, me?
Look at that.
It's the light, yo. It's the light. Is that bothersome? Yo, it was in the last podcast. Nobody said shit, but of course he gonna point it out now. That's how they can do to me, man. He be throwing me under two buses, man. It's weird, man. Nah, y'all don't know this, but every podcast, me and Denku go back and forth like we brothers, and we are. But I mean, you know, we talk mad shit. So
we all brothers. Normal. Four of us.
It's normal. Yeah, exactly. It's normal. It's normal. So yeah, there's a cord here, but it's the light. Look, it's the light. It's the light above me. It's why y'all can see this beautiful face. You know what I mean?
It is. Even more beautiful when you do the uncle, that character on your Instagram, the uncle old guy.
I don't know what you're talking about. That's my uncle.
Yeah, you know. That shit has me cracking up.
He said, I know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
No, so we're here to talk about your album, Together. I want to call it He's the DJ, I'm the Rapper, but that's not what it's called. And I'll get into that later. I'm just playing. But it's called Essential Business, right?
Yep.
Which is a hell of a quote right now, right? But I feel like, you know, in terms of the essential business that a lockdown would talk about, I'm just going to guess. I feel like it's not what you're talking about. I feel like you're talking about what you're doing with this music is essential. It's business that we got to take care of. Am I wrong on that, or is that something?
It definitely is. And when we were talking, when Jev and I were talking about potential titles for the album, like, we knew the sound we were looking for. Jev laid all the beats, and we knew everything was laid out, but we're like, we need that right title that puts it in. And then, like, Corona hit and pandemic and everything that obstructed what we were doing.
I'm not trying to smile at that. I'm just happy to hear you talk. I just realized I'm smiling. I'm like, oh,
everyone was talking about, when we're trying to drop an album, everyone's talking about essential businesses, and only essential businesses are open. And if you're not essential, you're closed. And then we tossed a couple of ideas back and forth about album titles. And I just texted him one night, like, I got it. Essential business, because this album is so essential.
Yeah, exactly. And we'll hear why it's essential. Some of the messages y'all talk about. Y'all address ageism in this a little bit. You also flash back. Am I wrong on that? I thought so when I heard that in lyrics. Also, you address the fact that y'all inspired by old school shit. We'll get to some of that. I have some other questions.
Sure.
I'm always eager to get right into it. If y'all want to explain the album anymore, or Denku, you have some other shit you want to ask or say, cool. But you know me, man. I'm always like, let's go. Every time, I'm serious. I'm very serious, because every time the podcast starts, I've already listened to the album at least twice. Every time. So I'm to the point where I'm reciting lyrics back now, and I'm, you know. So
Yeah.
So
I mean,
let's dive into it. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
So the first song, "Step Out the Game," right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Let's play it.
Hello, I see you. What you trying to do? Laying all those tracks, not being mindful. Those stacks don't get your mind fooled. You lack those hacks, will get your mind full. And as my time pulls, I'm not playing no game, cause these are fine rules. For the hip-hop throne, the best life you ever known is a play-by-play, so you can kiss my shoes. As far as these fake unknowns, how many people gon' let you karaoke your show? Where's the good music that made you a dough? Where's all the hard work that gave you money to blow? And y'all just need to go. The basis of the knowledge is need to know. And you can call me Morpheus without the need, yo. And I think you're all trash, that's just me though. These rappers act fake to me, making a small mistake like an A or E. And one of y'all got to read, cause with publicity you need consistency. And how you made it to the top is a mystery. Is this a toilet bowl? Cause y'all are shit to me. And I said it, hey, don't rush it. Negative energy, you know we gotta flush it.
So this guy comes up to me with his flash drive, and I look at his tracks, and they say karaoke version on the end of each one. I go, you gonna karaoke here for
about issues, and he goes, why you need to step aside.
I looked at him and I said,
kindly step aside. Just step out the game. Kindly step out the game. Aside. Just step out the game. Kindly step out the game. Aside. Just step out the game. Kindly step out the game. Aside. Just step out the game. Kindly just step out the game. Aside. Just step out the game. Kindly just step out the game. Aside. Just step out the game. Kindly just step out the game. Aside. Just step out the game. Kindly just step out the game. Aside. Step out the game. Step out the batter's box, you little chatterbox. I'm on planet rock, you take glamour shots. I write the songs that make young girls cry. Barry Manilow meets 2 Live Crew. Screw, got a few of them loose. Eating that caboose from the back of the booth. R. Kelly, I believe I can fly. Spread my wings, plunge, died. Now walking dead on a waterbed. Same as it ever was, talking heads. Same as it ever was, talking heads. Maim the president, call the feds. Dump, Trump, shake that rump. Give her the bone like it's the first of the a ton. So does the D. Got the best in fantasy league. Alternative facts, this or that. Power to the people, no aristocrat. Ink on your chest, call it tit for tat. Rapping over vocals, wick, whack. I'm in a slick, black Cadillac. Jevity pulls up, I'm a shotgun that. I'ma rock those raps till I'm 65. Retire on top, return and ghost ride.
so this dude comes up to me.
I tell my little story.
I gotta get on that show. I'm gonna bring like 30 people, man. All these ladies, all my boys. Fast forward the night of the show when he brought 2 people, himself and his hype man. I said,
kindly step aside. Step out the game. Kindly just step out the game. Just step out the game. Kindly just step out the game. Just step out the game. Kindly just step out the game. Just step out the game. Kindly just step out the game. Aside. Just step out the game. Kindly step out the game. Aside. Just step out the game. Kindly step out the game. Aside. Step out the game. Kindly step aside. Kindly.
Yeah, so I think in the middle of that you was talking about the samples. Man, first of all, the whole concept of the track I love. Step out the game. Like some of y'all just fucking gotta go, right? Like,
yeah.
I mean, but
yeah.
I mean, explain. Jevity, go ahead and start explaining how you came up with that beat. That beat is it's not normally. Correct me if I'm wrong. It seems like it's not normally something Case to rap over. Am I wrong?
No, you're 100% right. That is exactly what I wanted to do with this album. I wanted to put Case out of his element. So I had this hard ass beat, and I love things that are dipped in hip hop, but they don't sound particularly like hip hop.
Yes,
right.
So you'll kind of like like Outkast does it, Missy Elliott does it. It's that weird kind of hip hop. Like I'm trying to make my own like lane and get that kind of vibe and get that kind of feel.
You did it. Starting off the album, you did it.
Yeah. So And the cool thing about Case's voice and my voice together, like we got that double bass going, so like, it's nicely.
Yo, it's crazy. There's one thing I want to get to after this is the intro that we didn't talk about because we wanted to save the intro and outro so that the people have to go hear them because those intros and outro, we're going to get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
But there's one thing about this. Remember, I told you I listened to it twice. I skimmed through it a third time to make sure my questions were what I wanted to ask, and I got my notes here. They're not on my phone. Last episode, they was on my phone. I couldn't even get to them. I had to Jay-Z my notes. But now I got them, right? So I was listening to this. And y'all know my tone of voice when I rap, it goes a little higher, but a lot of times it's bass. But it's saying I was listening to this, and there were certain parts of the songs I was like, man, that sounds like my voice. I swear to God. And I knew it wasn't, right? But the tone, I was like, damn. I'm like, how did Case and Jevity get their voice to blend so well and have the same tone almost too?
Yeah.
And then I was like, damn, they hitting shit that reminds me of my voice, but it's just the bass. I mean, not really my voice. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was so dope. It threw me off because I think you spit deeper than you normally do, Case. Am I wrong with that?
No, you're correct, definitely. And we recorded this song after I heard the studio version of this song. I'm like, Jevity's voice, I didn't know it was that deep. And like whenever we're doing shows and doing things and conversating, I'm like, my voice is definitely heavy. And and then Jevity's on the track sounding just like me. Like, all right.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I thought that too. There was times when I couldn't tell who was spitting, which we'll get to later. We'll hear those ones where I thought that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was the flow and delivery that made me realize. I'm like, oh no, that's definitely Case. You know?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Salute to that, man. To match that way in creativity it's hard to do, but it seems like it was seamless in this, right? Like it was easy.
We were fortunate we got to write that song in the venue where we do shows. Not the venue as a generalization, the place called the venue. So,
I know. So shout out that that's where you did a lot of show series and the battles, right?
Definitely. But we got to write that song, Step Out the Game, there on the stage because they let us practice there, like on off midweek nights. We go in there on Tuesday at 9 p.m. or something, you know.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's dope.
So we got just us, just me and Jevity got to write, and like bartender's still there, so we still got drinks and
it was dope.
And getting the atmosphere right. And then we sat there and played the tracks, and we had microphones. We got to enact it, everything. Pretty much wrote that whole song right there.
Yeah.
I remember the chorus moment because we're like, oh, we could say it at the same time, and I'm like, I never thought of that.
Have you guys gotten to perform this song live before the whole pandemic shit hit everybody's world?
Yeah, we had a couple times.
Yeah, we did. We did.
Okay.
Vibe's always really good too.
Well, I was gonna say when people like turn it up, because it's a turn up. Yeah, but you barring out, but it's like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying, like, I mean,
probably my favorite.
That beat is like that.
Yeah, my favorite verse of mine on the album, and favorite song, but I don't want to say that because it's only track one.
I might be mixing it up. I'm not sure, and I'll be honest on this. But was one of those verses on there, or was that a written rumble verse? Part of that?
It was.
Oh, yeah, yep, for sure.
Okay, because there was
I recognized it. Yeah. I was the judge.
I know where every verse I picked
So for the people who don't know, I started a series called Written Rumble. We did the third one back in September. Jab Kia Media, which is my shit with Blaze the Stage. And Danku's a judge and has been on those. CasetheJoint came over from Dubuque. He played second when against Red the Bully. Yo, that was fucking.
We're talking about.
Huh?
I won that one we're talking about.
Yeah.
All controversy aside.
Hey,
I hope Red sees it. I hope Red sees it because we might have to win.
For the record, I love Red the Bully. Badass.
That's Red though.
That was super. That was a super fucking fun time, man.
Oh god,
it was a hard one to judge, man.
Right.
But like that was a lot
I'm
of
mad
fun
at losing to a
that.
kid half my age.
But yo, you killed it. So he came over here from Dubuque, and I just noticed a little bit. I ain't trying to call you out for using the same verse. That's a smart thing to do. Is use something you know it's gonna be on a song. It's very smart, actually.
Yes, it's
when I heard, I'm sorry. Exactly. And that, like I said earlier before this, the reason I created it, which we'll get to probably later. I don't know. Maybe we can say it now, but let's get through the track some. But the reason I created it was because I lost a battle that you throw, and I'm not a battle MC, so I wanted to write. You know what I'm saying? So you did win. I would say that, and so did Red. You feel me? Like I really wish we could have gave a split to y'all because y'all both killed it so bad. Me, Danku, and Dad Dub sat outside for a minute longer than any other round, and we was just like, man, we don't know what to do.
It was hard, man. It was hard.
It was super hard, and you spit super hard. You know what I mean? So I just had to ask that because I was like,
he was super dope.
He's
and a great person to boot. So like, there's no way I could be mad at him ever.
Yeah, he's genuinely a cool guy, man, and that's always good when you find a dope MC. I hate asshole MCs, although I can be.
I'm an asshole MC though.
I don't hate him though. You know, but you can back it up. That's another thing. If you can back it up,
the asshole MC was a judge at least. So
yeah, that's why he's a judge.
Take you out of the competition, Danku. So the rest of us.
That's why he's a judge. Because that's why he's a judge. Because if anybody in that motherfucker call him out, he'd be like, "Yo, cool, bring your written. I'll just go ahead and kill you freestyle." That's why I made him a judge, because it's like, all right, well, talk your shit, but you know.
Hey, but Case is nice off the top, though.
Yeah. I know he is. I didn't mean anybody in that one. I didn't mean any. Okay, wait. Let me rephrase that. I didn't mean anybody in that battle specifically. I meant in any battle before that. I made Danku a judge because I know what he's gonna say. Like, you know what I'm saying? But
Jevity,
I could be a judge in the next one. To be honest, I'm just saying.
But Jevity,
have I ever heard you flowers, motherfuckers?
Okay. Thank you. Jevity, have I ever heard you freestyle? Have I heard
No, I don't freestyle. I'm a written dude too.
Don't do it. Okay.
So I used to be on the message boards with my keyboard doing freestyle battles. Written ones.
Written dude.
And you and I freestyle to end the podcast. We're good.
I got to collect my thoughts. I can't do that.
I'm the same way.
I turn into a robot. I just repeat the same thing over and over again.
I understand that. But if I'm feeling good, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a moody freestyler is what I call it, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm feeling good that day, I'm boom, 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 right? But if I'm not, man, I'm as whack as whatever rapper you think is whack. I mean, like freestyle wise. Otherwise, I ain't never been whack. You give me a pen, I ain't never been whack. I'm just saying.
I went to one of these house parties after at Case's house. We got like 5 MCs around. Everyone's like freestyle. I'm like, I'm not gonna freestyle in front of all y'all. Like, no, that ain't happening. Like, I can't do that.
But hey, sometimes you just gotta do that shit.
I know, that's intimidating. You just watch all these dudes battle and go through their albums, and then we're sitting there partying like, you do something. Like, no, I'm good on the turntable. You get a turntable in front of me, I'll scratch. Like, let's go.
100%. Hey, you crazy at that. By the way, you know what? Let's get into this.
Thank you.
Yo, 100%.
Right.
Let's get into this. Y'all named it. He's the DJ, I'm the rapper, or excuse me. Y'all named the outro and intro.
Right.
He's the DJ, and then the outro, I'm the rapper. And then the DJ is all Jevity, right? And then I'm the rapper is you. Case. I'm sorry. I'm pointing at you like you can see I'm pointing at you, right?
You're down here in my Brady Bunch world.
Hey, they got me with this COVID, man. They got me thinking I'm talking to people in person. We all robots now, right?
Yeah.
So, but here's the thing. I know that's a DJ Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince reference, okay? Yep. I'm 10 years old in 88, okay? That's when that album comes out. He's the DJ, I'm the rapper, okay? I might be the oldest one here. I don't know. But we don't have to do that because we all so check it.
You are now.
Okay, whatever. But to me, for y'all to name it that, I saw that because I just looked at the track list and I was like, what the fuck? Okay. You know what I mean? Like, all right, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. So I'm not gonna lie, I skipped to both of those two first.
Nice.
But what does that mean to y'all? Why did y'all name it that? And then the fact that Jevity, you killed that intro, and Case, you killed that outro. And I was like, oh man, this is bookmarks. We talked about this on previous episode. Bookmarks just make that shit fucking you know what I mean?
It was Jev, I'll let you talk right after.
You could.
It was a potential album title that I had too. Like, should we call it?
Hey, see, they
was like, we could pose the way they did on their first album, you know, and I'm like, I don't know, we should, but it was an idea for the album name, and then the intro and outro, I knew I wanted him to do the intro, and then we just added the acapella, and I was like, well, let's call those tracks. He's the it was almost the name of the album with a few other choices that I mentioned before, but yeah. And then the intro, though, it was the last thing we did of the whole album.
No shit.
But Jevity,
that's not too abnormal though. That happens where it comes out of order.
Yeah.
I actually moved to Tennessee when I got that phone call. We're like, dude, we need the intro still. I was like, damn. So I had to set up in my brother's basement, and like I did that literally in a dirty, mossy basement and put that together. Like my computer set up in a little box. So I mean, I worked with what I worked with, you know.
Yeah.
No, but that signifies what this podcast is about. Is picking apart your passion.
Yeah.
And right there, no matter what was going on, you made the passion happen. You feel me? Like, it don't matter.
Yeah. Well, hey, we need something done. I put it together.
I mean, it has to happen, right? You know what I mean? So,
yes.
But salute, man. That intro was crazy. The step out the game again. I love that concept. Any more questions before we get into our next one? Next one, the Get Down. Is that correct?
Track 3, the Get Down. Yeah.
Yep,
yeah. Y'all have any more? You have another question, Deku, or any y'all want to explain this track a little before, or?
This is not a Jevity beat. This is a mixtape beat. But Jevity was there the whole time. I think, if I'm right, when I recorded.
Yeah, I got some scratches in here.
Yep. He did all the cuts. Did all the cuts. We actually brought the tables, Jev's mixer, so it's comfortable to the studio, so he could lay the cuts for it. And
there you go.
We'll
it almost makes it a different beat though with his cuts. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
You know what I mean? Like, he kind of chopped it, to where it makes it a little different than it was,
Yeah, for sure.
All right, we ready to get into it?
Yeah, let's get it.
This is the Get Down.
Oh,
playing the instrumental.
Is that the instrumental one? That's my bad.
You gotta spit, Case. Hey, Case, you gotta spit that shit, man.
Hold on, I got the wrong one, didn't I?
Let's adapt.
It's all good.
I'm with it.
Hey, if y'all want to run it back and you want to spit it, you can do that shit.
And Dubs cry, I'm a real OG. It stands for old guy. Surprise. Still listening.
Realize. Hold on.
Hey, by the way, that's another Red Rumble verse there too. And I love that verse when I heard it, man.
I want to get down. Listening to your music, I want to get down.
It's the slow version.
Drink that bitch now.
Got the chorus in it.
Alcohol, I bleed the now.
Got the chorus in it. It's the slow version. Like how it's so.
No worries. Hey, everybody on Picking Apart the Passion podcast, this is how we do it. We literally picking apart the passion. We're giving you the beauty, the hook. You got some improv, you know what I mean? No worries.
Hold on, I found another version.
Yeah, everybody watching this podcast knows, man, we go free flow and free form. No worries. If this ain't a big deal, we just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying?
Jevity, are you able to play that right now, or do you have to send it to me? Will it let you play it right now or no?
Yeah, I can play it. I don't know if I can just send it to you.
I mean, we got some other shit to talk about. Okay, so check this out. So we was talking about the battles. Well, those were at the venue. Can you keep it correct?
They were at the venue for like 2-3 years. Yeah.
Yeah. So
2016 to 2018.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
a couple years ago, for a couple years.
Okay, so I've known you since shit, man. 2000, what, like 7 or 8 or something? You did the last Hope show. We did the last Hope show with you.
Maybe sooner, yeah. Crest last.
Yeah, it might have been 5 or 6 actually. Yeah, to Flip Thurl and them.
That's what I think.
Yeah, yeah. So, what made you go from, as far as the Dubuque scene, right? What made you go from being an MC and saying, yo, I need to throw shows, and then saying I need to throw battles, like, because I know you was throwing shows before battles, right, for a while.
Yeah.
Is that wrong or?
Definitely through shows.
Oh, were you always booking your own shows? That's another question.
Yeah, been booking. I mean, we find venues that are friendly and that support what we're trying to do there, and just latch on. You know, it's kind of easy in the Midwest if you put on a good show and good piece and good vibes. You know, they'll let you latch onto it. So that's how we got the venue that you mentioned. It's called the venue, but it's just a venue or an establishment on Main Street, Dubuque. But yeah, they let us rock every month. And Jevity had the idea for doing the battles there. Okay. But Dubuque's unique in that there's a lot of venues that are open to whatever the fuck you do. You know, it could be hip hop, it could be country, it could be like death metal. But I mean, you go right in nearby places and they don't have those, you know. We're right here. They're with artsy fartsy, they're with hip hop. So if we get a venue and put on a good show, they're willing to have us back. Yeah, and the numbers matter, of course. So Jevity, then what was that conversation like between y'all? Like, how did you say, hey, you know, let's get some battles cracking off? Was it right when because the battle scene picked up again? I mean, when we were all younger, the battle scene was always heavy on the street corners and everywhere else, parties and clubs and, you know, and all that. Yeah. But then there was a resurgence in battle scene. Was it that time and era when it resurged, or did you just say, hey man, we need to do some different shit? I mean, like, talk.
So I've been DJing at the venue for 4 years before that. So I used to do like club shows and stuff. And me and Case met doing just one of our random shows. And from then we started just having conversations where like we need something to bring hip hop together. You know, we need some battles. We need to, you know, showcase people, let people express themselves. So we started talking. It was me, Case, and shout out to Jay Remy. He used to video. Yeah, he used to do some of our videos and some of our commercials and some of our promo. It was the three of us in the room. We were just like, we need to, you know, start getting some battles together. Case, like, you know, I know people who can battle. He's like, you know, I got the hookup. I was like, I got the venue. So it just, you know, peanut butter and jelly, it just went together. Yeah.
we always kept those battles as old school, classic, original freestyle battles, not you don't know your opponent. And respects to Written Rumble, that's a totally different thing. And
I don't take no disrespect.
Awesome. But like this is just throwback to when you know battling was just you head up. Denku's been at a couple of them, and you know just off the top, and we were getting like it was reciprocating very well. It was like people were coming and attracted to it. I'm like, I didn't know it would work going back to the freestyle element because today are kind of getting out of that, you know.
Yeah, they want to rap over they want to rap over their vocals and shit.
Hey, just for the record, the last battle that I was there for, I ain't lose that shit.
No, you didn't. Hey, 100%. You know what's funny? What's funny is, hey, no disrespect, Case, but I really do feel like you're a red tide on the Written Rumble. But obviously, Red actually won it, right? I wish we thought about a second prize, and I wish we could have gave a second prize. But here's the thing, Danku, you absolutely didn't lose that battle. I was offended. But you know, it's what it is. So, how did y'all two meet? I mean, like you said, you met at a show. I know it was at a show, but like obviously you don't just did you meet and become close right away? What was it? Like, I mean, how long?
We both lived in the same town for a little bit before, but I knew he was doing all the heavy DJ work in the same town where I'm doing all the word work, you know. And we'd known each other for a little bit before actually meeting, right, Jeff?
Yeah, we crossed paths like, you know, during shows and stuff like that. Like
for a while, I mean, honestly, for a minute, maybe years, I thought you were just like only dance, you know, doing dance, Chicago style house. Maybe
you was getting that money then. You was getting that money.
I was,
I didn't know there was hip hop elements in Jevity back then when I knew of you.
Yeah, I was doing house music and yeah, well, some people call it techno. Yeah, I was doing like that style of music. But like I said, I used to be on message boards, writing freestyle, doing freestyle battles that way. So like that's where my written stuff come from. And I was, you know, I've been always a fan of like Will Smith and you know, just Outkast and all those the old school hip hop heads and
what message boards? What message boards?
I forgot the name of the site. It was in high school. Like a buddy told me about
they
it.
used to be on those, Joe.
I did. I was on those.
I was longevity. I was longevity. That's where my DJ name came from. So that was my battle message board.
It was just kept saying longevity, and I was like, I gotta tell him it's not.
So yeah, Dubuque shortened it for me. So yeah, I started at DJ Longevity. I went to Dubuque, and people just started calling me Jevity. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna change that.
Nobody will pronounce all that shit. You know?
So hey, it worked. It worked. I like the flow.
I love it. Yeah.
How is the get down working? Is the track gonna play?
Yeah. Do you want me to try to play it?
So yeah,
I have one more question. One more question about y'all. Because you just mentioned it, your name. So my first rap name was Furious Styles after the Pop Song Boys in the Hood. Okay. Okay. Yes. That was because I click knowledge, right? I'm setting up the question. All right, give me my host breathing room. Right? so second. Then I went to Rambunctious because my name is Amram. I used to go by Ram. And I was trying to find a word in the dictionary that fit me, but also had Ram at the beginning.
Right.
And I found Rambunctious, and Rambunctious means unruly in caps. In caps.
Yeah.
Like you look it up, it's in caps, unruly. And I'm like, well, that's fucking me, right?
You're right.
So how did y'all come up with y'all names? Because now that he said that, how did you come up with Jevity? Well, now I always say levity on accident, and now I know why, because it's longevity, right?
Right.
That's funny. I do it all the time. I think I spelled it in Case's Messenger like that too. So Case, and in CasetheJoint, you have one of my favorite rap names I've ever heard besides Busta Rhymes, and I'm serious. I'm dead fucking serious. When I first heard CasetheJoint, I was like, yo, who the fuck is this dude that has this dope ass name? I was like, what the fuck? I swear to God, right?
I have a good short story.
Talk to me about that. Okay. It don't gotta be short though. Run that shit. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. I was Mellow. My first rap name was Mellow, and that's as boring as I rapped. It was Mellow.
I love you, bro, but you gotta let me laugh at that guy.
So I was slept on respectfully. You should have slept on me. and then and I went, and then I was for a while I was just Case, and then went by Case Mental. I was like, oh, Case Mental.
I like that. I like that too.
That was like late 90s. Case was Case Mental.
Okay.
And then I moved to Denver, Colorado, 98.
That's crazy. In 98, I lived in Pueblo.
No shit.
No bullshit.
I lived in Denver for 3 years, 98, 99, and 2000. And
I lived in 98, 99. I lived in Pueblo.
Nice.
Right in that era. Yeah.
We weren't far and didn't know.
Yeah. But the crazy thing is I used to go up to Denver. But anyway, I'm sorry to interrupt.
That was probably 5 to 10 years before we met. Imagine if we did.
Crazy. Goddamn. Ain't that a bitch? Anyway.
I was at hip hop shows in Pueblo, in Colorado Springs. In Pueblo, they used to have battles.
Oh, I didn't know that at all. I used to go to Colorado Springs to meet people. So that's weird.
Okay, so I'm in Denver, and I'm fucking Case Mental or whatever. But I met some kids from Denver, like break dancers, MCs. Denver has the most beautiful hip hop scene I've ever seen in the
world. Yeah.
And so my boys that I met, Africa Sam and Dentrox, shout out Dentrox, Africa Sam. Sam's not in Denver anymore, but Sam calls me mid-morning, 6 a.m., 7 a.m. something. Case. He's like, I got your rap name. It's Case the Joint. And then he explains his whole definition to me of how, like you're casing the joint. Like, hey, yo, that's my joint. That's my joint. Like,
right.
Hey, that's the joint. And then he's like, hey, yo, Tony. Hey, yo, Tony, we got to go outside. We got to case the joint. And he's like, when I listen to my favorite jam, that's the joint. You're Case the Joint. Just listen to it. I'm like, all right, I am. But that's Africa Sam. Denver.
That's a great story, bro.
Denver to LA to Africa, they know Sam Strange.
That's dope as fuck, man. You know what's funny is when I first heard that name, Last Hope was doing a show with you. I think we came to Last Hope came to Dubuque, and that was when I first met you. And they told me, yo, Case, my guy, Flip Phil was like, yo, my guy, Case the Joint.
Yeah, Flip Phil.
And I'm like, Case the Joint. I'm like, it sounds like a motherfucker that's gonna be like on some grimy about to rob me type shit. I really thought that. I was like, who picks that name unless they really might rob me? You know what I mean? But then I meet you, he's so cool and shit, and we kicked it. I was like, I didn't understand it, but I didn't need to. I was like, it's still one of the dopest names I ever fucking heard. So yeah, that's dope, man. Yeah.
Thanks,
Jevity,
glad it worked out.
Jevity, you gotta top that story now.
I can't top that story. The way I got my name is weak as hell.
Nah. It won't be weak to the listeners. I'm playing, man.
No, you're good.
About this, we can talk about it.
No, it's just my boys in high school, man.
Okay.
My boy Louis, like we were all about hip hop. So we used to write, we used to do rap. My buddy Christian was a DJ. He's the one who kind of like got me into it.
Okay.
But yeah, we used to do on those message boards and stuff. So the way I would write my rhymes, I would try to keep that same like continuity of rhymes. So they were just like, oh, you should go by Longevity. That should be your rap name. And after I went through all that, I started getting into like DJing and stuff like that. So I was like, I'm gonna use it as a DJ name too, and I'm gonna keep my mixes continuous, keep them going, and keep that like I keep the party going. So that's why I had adapted into that. And then then I moved to Dubuque, and people were just like, I don't want to say Longevity. I'm just gonna call you Jevity from now on. Like, you know what? I'll keep it Jevity.
It's funny.
So it's kind of
something different than the G, than the suffix of the word or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I had Longevity with the J in there.
Right. Yeah.
But everyone's just like, you spelled it wrong.
You were rhyming then. Have you started DJing? Which one did you do, rhyme or DJ first?
I rhymed first, so I was writing poetry and raps and stuff first.
Okay.
And then I got into DJing a little bit after high school, and then high school was DJing, producing.
Okay. Did you teach yourself anything like
all self-taught? I bought turntables. I bought some real crappy ones, and then when I got to I had some Stanton ones, like like the $200 you get the set, you get two turntables and a mixer. I
had the Stantons, yep. I had that shit.
That's funny shit.
And I was, trying to scratch and do all this stuff, and someone's like, "No, you got to get Technics. Like, you got to get, if you want to be the best, you got to get the best stuff." I was like, "All right, bet." So those Technics that you guys see the show, those are the first ones I bought and the only ones I bought.
That's what's up, yo. That's what's up.
Oh yeah, they're still they're right there. They're still there.
Okay. Well, yo, let's get into the next track, yo. I don't want to.
He sent me the joint. I can play it.
Right.
Yeah. I got this one. This one has a weird intro on it. I don't know if this one made the album cut, but this is a secret one.
Oh, well, hey,
all right. So
this is I don't. In case you picked the intro on this one.
The get down, right?
It has like some wording
on
it.
Yeah. What up, tech guy?
I've exited. I don't know what happened.
All right.
Well, you still here, bro? You good?
No, you still here?
I don't have anything on any of you guys though. It's gone. Like My screen.
Chat with them. I'll try to chat with them. I was gonna say we can hear them and see them too.
Yeah, we can see you.
Can you hear us, Case?
I can hear you guys, but it went to a Zoom call, sign in or join a meeting.
Join it again then. Join it again. It might have kicked you out on accident.
I gotta get Jordan. He's in the bathroom. You guys can still see me?
Yeah, we can still see you.
Yeah, we can see you and hear you.
Great. I can't see you guys. It just says join.
But you can hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, well, let's just do the track, and while we were doing the track, you can get that straight.
I bet you it's still up. It's probably on in your background.
Yeah. It's your, yeah.
So I'm going to play the Get Down.
Hey, that guy, you a star, yo.
But
Jordan with the close-up.
Jordan, I'm sorry. Hey, matter of fact, if Jordan, I don't know if you rap, but
the real hero. The real hero.
Right.
Jordan Reynolds.
Here we go. You good?
You know,
let's get it.
I almost went to every single DBRL rap battle in Dubuque.
Hey.
Right. You can call me the tech guy.
Right.
Tech guy.
You like next time call me tech guy. All right. Anyway, that was a bad joke. Y'all shouldn't laugh at that at all.
Jesus Christ. This is the get down. The get down.
Let's go.
Drug-related shots fired. His skin turned cold blue. On the news that night, the president's wife got a new hairdo. The news. How about you? Don't worry about my pops in the poster on CBS. Why was that, you ask? Take a fucking guess. And yeah, why is that? Is what politicians should be asking. But who's got time for questions when y'all skiing up on Aspen? Bros get gunshots to the head and all y'all swerving us is Aspen. My mama was so lovely, she would have made your head spin. Level the playing field and y'all would see who will really win. And yeah, I got anger. But I don't let it take me down, cause my mama taught me better and she holds me up when I fall down.
This is what it sounds like when doves cry. I'm a real OG. If it stands for old guy, surprise, I'm still opening eyes. Realize, fertilize your life, my mind is secure. On Tupac Shakur, you're hip-hop manure. I'm old school Atari, don't even start me. I Post Malone like my name was Charles Barkley. My resume resonates definite defiance. I'm Andre 3000 meets Andre the Giant. My time is now, you're a thing of the past. I'm thing one and thing two, you better think fast. Faulty music biz, they brainwash and use the kids. I just hope the future ain't as bad as his music is. Visit my site and tell me I'm not bomb at www.shutthefuckup.com. I wanna get down, listening to your music. Don't wanna get down, all pessimistic. Drink that fifth now, anonymous alcoholics. I plead the fifth now. I'm too drunk, I can't call it. I wanna get down, listening to your music. Don't wanna get down, all pessimistic. Drink that fifth now, anonymous alcoholics. I plead the fifth now. Too drunk, I can't call it. My mom said, clean your plate, wear your guilt. I wear my heart on my sleeve like Aunt Dar with a quilt. The guild has been built, and rightfully so. We set the bar high like a Snoop Dogg show. Get it, got it, good. You could call me Case Hood. Went from hockey to hip-hop, middle name misunderstood. Dandy of an MC, smashing it on any beat. Mic check, cash now, stacking it so simply. Please stay seated, your protests are unneeded. They pacified the masses, have your profile deleted. On Facebook Live, with a face full of lies. Raise your phones up high and throw them from side to side. I write words to the wise, throw dirt on your demise. Let's keep it cut and dry, it's comply or die. My rhetoric rules, top 10 like Letterman, dude. A veteran crew, my DJ raps better than you. I wanna get down, listening to your music. Don't wanna get down, all pessimistic. Drink that fifth now, anonymous alcoholics. I plead the fifth now. Too drunk, I can't call it. I wanna get down, listening to your music. Don't wanna get down, all pessimistic. Drink that fifth now, anonymous
Man.
Yeah. It's kind of just like battle bars over a stolen beat.
So that intro on that is not on the album version.
Correct.
I think that was a different version that I had.
That mix down isn't on the album either, but it was okay. I sound better on the album.
Yeah, the album version was better than that one.
Yeah.
That was just one that was in my files.
Ram, you're muted, Ram.
Yeah, Ram, you're muted. I can't hear you.
Okay, my bad.
Where's your
I said some shit too, yo. I said some shit, man. No, seriously, though.
My son does graphic design. I'll have him throw Jordan over into your pod.
Hey, man. Yo, first of all, shout to your son. I don't know his name. He's gonna shout him out. Go ahead. Kobe. That's right. Kobe. I love it. Yo, he does do sick ass graphics, and he also is a Bengals fan and does some sick Bengals graphics, yo. So if you're a Cincinnati Bengals fan, which might be like one other person besides us, 2K, but
I remember he sent you the Louisville, Baltimore's quarterback.
Yes, Ravens. Was it Teddy Bridgewater at the time or Lamar Jackson? I don't remember though.
Lamar Jackson.
Because they're both from Louisville. I don't remember. Yeah. Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson. Yeah.
Yo,
shout
he's
out.
really dope. So shout to your son, man.
Gridiron Graphics on Facebook.
That's on Instagram, right?
Yeah. On
yeah.
Definitely.
Champion that shit. He's dope. He's super dope. And yeah. But back to now I forgot what I was gonna ask. No, I didn't. Hold up.
Down, just
Yeah, to get down. Okay, so you did the scratches.
Yep.
One thing I didn't know, I thought it was your beat.
Right.
When y'all told me that it wasn't your beat, it was a mixtape beat. It threw me off a little bit on my questions. I'll be honest, because that was one of my questions. Because that West Coast synth in there, that that Ice Cube style shit, But then when you said that, I listened to it again now for the third time, really, and the way you cut it though, it made that synth kind of bounce a little different, right? Mm-hmm. So you still, like I said in the beginning, made it your own. Is that something you did on purpose? Is that something that just kind of came with the way you was doing it, or you know what I mean?
The scratches just come with the beat. That's I just scratch how I feel on that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just intertwining those the sis and the drums. So I like Transformer scratches. So you'll hear a lot of that from me. So
okay.
Yeah, those are my favorite. They sound cool as hell to me. So I like Transformer.
Okay.
That's that quick cut. So
Case, how did that beat inspire your lyrics, and are there any lines that stick out to you? Which is a question I've never asked the MC. What lines stuck out to them? I usually pick out lines, but I'm just like, for you, what lines were the ones that you were like, yo, this, like when you write, this is gonna be a fire bar, right? Like, I'm just curious as an MC. You know what I mean?
Really, like, my favorite line on there is not the favorite line of everyone else. It's the Post Malone one is the favorite one of everyone
else. One too.
But
that's my favorite one. Yeah.
But I like Imperfect inspired me when I say mic check, when I'm like, mic check, cash now, give me my credit. That was an Imperfect line.
Yeah. From Imperfect's your brother, right? Am I saying that right?
I always call him that, but he's not. We're just brothers from another mother. Sure.
Okay.
Younger, but rumor has it he's my brother.
You know what's funny about that? Is this my first time knowing that. As many times I talked to y'all, because when he said it to me the first time, I took it as it was your actual brother.
Always
so I'm like, that's his brother. Well, if he had ever gotten in a fight and he was like, you know what I mean? I would have been like, yo, that's Case's little brother. Let's go.
Yes. That would have been absolutely correct.
I actually never put it together that you guys were brothers.
I didn't. Well, he told me that, but he told me that when I first met Imperfect. When I first met Imperfect, he told me that. So I thought it was just they was brothers. You know what I mean?
And then
the South Imperfect salute, bro.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to Imperfect. And then I met his older brother, so I'm like, oh, I'm not the older brother anymore.
Right? He's like, I got brothers. That's dope, man. If I got that relationship, he's a real cool motherfucker, man. Every time I see him.
Oh, they told me cousins.
Okay. We like brothers and stuff.
We are family.
That's what's up, man.
I'm married Imperfect and his wife. Officiated, so we are family.
Okay. I'm glad you didn't pause too long. I was like, you married Imperfect. I'm confused. I met your wife. I don't understand.
You married Imperfect, right?
For like a half a second, I was like, what the fuck did you just say? Oh,
married Imperfect and
we get all the stories on here, son.
Yo, they caught me off guard. Thank you. Yo, that was also hey, I'm not trying to do a shameless plug, but that was also I could probably you spit it written rumble, and one of the best ones, in my opinion, that you spit. And I'm only mentioning that again, and I won't mention it no more. But because I'm not trying to like diss you in that way. I'm saluting you because here's why. Because on these tracks, the verses sound different.
Yeah.
Okay. So a true MC can take those voices, or excuse me, those verses from a track, change their voice, change their cadence, change the way the words flow. And yo, man, when you did that in the written rumble and now I'm hearing these, I'm like, oh man. Like I'm glad I didn't know that. If I had known that, I would have been like, yo, he wins this for sure. Because that's a whole nother skill to be able to take those verses and slow them down, deliver them different. And I remember you telling me in that. Actually tell the people, you told me in that by the last round you weren't sure what verses you was gonna do, right?
Yeah. And I remember like Denku knows this as well. When you're like, I'm feeding off of what I'm given at Written Rumble, so it has to become more animated, more poetry, more slowed down, and enunciated and dragged out a little bit than when I'm rocking a show on beats. Then I'm just trying to, move the crowd and feel this vibe. But at Written Rumbles, man, I want to. You got to have them latching on to every word. So
that is very important.
Yeah, it's fun to change your whole delivery based on perspective of what's given back to you.
When you did Written Rumble, I remember immediately thinking afterwards, why the fuck have me and Case not done a song yet?
I feel the same way. I thought, matter of fact, wait. I think that was a conversation we had when we were judging at the end.
Yeah.
I think me and Deku might have mentioned that to each other. He was like, yo, man, we should do Case. I'm like, yeah, I don't understand how I've known him for this long and we haven't done it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that's coming, people.
These are facts.
Fans, that's coming.
Let's go. I've been saying since the day I met you, Denku. Let's do it. Let's go.
Yeah, we need to do something. We need to do something soon.
It would just be the dumbest, most ridiculous amount of bars you ever heard.
Even
a short amount of bars.
And even if we go a step further, where you travel out here and we shoot a video we could do all that shit.
Yeah. Let's go.
But anyway, Ram, we getting in the next track?
Yeah, I just want to say that was a pick apart the passion exclusive right there. It's coming. It's coming.
Okay.
It's coming. So Jevity, I don't know if you heard this, Jevity. They was talking about Deku and met him like how we've never done a track after the Written Rumble, and then we just was talking about like track shit. You know what I mean? So yeah. But we're gonna get into the next one. Pick apart the passion podcast. We are into
Deadly Duo.
Ooh,
yeah, it's one of my favorite ones actually too.
Good one.
Is this Jevity? It's the beat.
This is not my beat. This is a EDM producer. I can't. His name is losing me right now. I can't think of his name right now.
It's all right. Don't say his name. Don't say his name. I don't want to get sued.
No, he's a dope producer. So, and this is one of those. I wanted to get Case out of his element. So I heard this track. I'm like, this needs some bars on it. So I was like, this is gonna throw you off. But I'm like, do your best.
There you go. Let's go.
We got a whole concept with me and Case here.
Okay, so a question though. I love all the samples so far, like the voice samples, right?
Yeah.
Did y'all do that together? How did that work? Like, I think they're dope.
All the vocals are live. We went to the studio and recorded them live, and
all that was at Asylum Studios in Dubuque.
Yep.
Okay, dope. Shout out to Asylum Studios if you want to sponsor. You know, pick apart the Passion podcast. No, I'm just playing.
No, he is gonna start doing that for real. He's gonna start doing.
I really am gonna start. Literally, that's the real thing. Pick apart the Passion podcast. any MCs, huh?
I just said shout outs happen.
Okay, yeah. I'm just saying, seriously, yo, any artists, venues, if you see this and you want to advertise, we are very soon going to start doing that. So that's what's up. Let's get into it. This is my favorite beat, by the way, which is crazy. I think I might change it later. It depends. I do that.
I'm the DJ, he's the rapper, together with his ass down. Banging beats and ripping rhymes, you know we're rap masters. So please don't hassle me because I'm all about dismantling. Verbal superpowers turn you upside down like Stranger Things. Vacate your vicinity, I'm more than just a human being. A DJ with a mind that is further than the outer ring. Making music glow, yeah, you know I'm just like Billie Jean. Telling bitches not your lover, trying to live in luxury. If it was up to me, Case and Jevity will be the Big Macs of rap. We're so full, you have a heat stroke and have a heart attack. Even rappers, a fruit cup, don't even call them a snack. Little Debbie can get you filled up, know what you know about rap. With all these wannabes in front of me, you can't tell who is who. CasetheJoint and Mike Ham, we gon' rip through your crew. All these rapping ducks, just line them up, we'll get prizes from the booth. Thing about hip-hop is that it don't stop. Case, tell them how we do.
I'm the voice, you rejoice, like a night out with your boys. I'm baseball cards and bike spokes, making noise.
I'm the beat in the street, the mover of your feet. Put the needle to the record, now the beat is complete.
Deadly duo so that you know we're rather unique. CasetheJoint and Jevity, through these beats I speak. Deadly duo so that you know we're rather unique. CasetheJoint and Jevity, through these beats I speak.
Beats I speak.
In the left corner, weighing in at 195 pounds, representing his hometown of Dubuque, Iowa, the legendary MC, CasetheJoint.
I'm the rapper, he's the DJ. Funk Flex meets Freeway. Jevity speed it up, then slow it down. Instant replay, it's that he say, she say. So many lies I can't relate. In the middle of the map, and these suckers, they still can't equate. I eat hate, get shit faced, make mistakes, then erase. I got a lot to say, don't put money in briefcase. Bounce house, down south, it's fantastic how we get down. Jev and Joint, band on point, run these tracks like greyhounds. Round and round we go, where we stop, no, we don't. Round and round we go, where we stop, no, we don't. Total ownership, my manuscript, man's the ship. It's the gab that I give, that rapid penmanship. Please and thank you, then they shank you. Hashtag backstabbers, target practice. Rap is Nicolas Cage, bad actors. That punk rock, black actress, Amadeus habitat. Catch me when I stage dive, how about that?
I'm the beat in the street, the mover of your feet. Put the needle to the record, now the beat is complete.
I'm the voice, you rejoice, like a night out with your boys. I'm baseball cards and bike spokes, making noise. Deadly duo so that you know we're rather unique. CasetheJoint and Jevity, through these beats I speak. Deadly duo so that you know we're rather unique. CasetheJoint and Jevity, through these beats I speak.
How it flows.
Let's talk about Denku's ugly face. The whole
the steak face, the whole shit.
Instant heartfelt recognition via the ugly.
I'm glad you mentioned that instead of my dancing. I'm glad you said that instead of my dancing. When I'm like, hey.
Ugly face.
The whole
cool
track,
kids call it.
Whole track steak face, huh? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. And you know what's funny about that case is there was the Bad Seed episode we did. Deku literally after the track said that about me. He was like, and Ram's face was like the whole time.
It's so nasty.
When you're doing this and you can see everybody, it's so funny to fucking watch you. You're like, this motherfucker getting it.
Hey, so my question about this real quick is because I've only ever done one song myself over a EDM beat. Is it hard to write?
Same, actually.
Is it hard to write to something like that for you guys? Because for me, I damn near wanted to freestyle the whole shit because I was like, I don't know how to write to this.
It was super hard for me, and Jevity knew.
Really?
That's how he wanted this whole project to be.
Hey, can I be honest with y'all, man? It wasn't hard for me at all. I got this one called "Speak to the World," and it's like the thump. It's totally weird. You know what I mean?
Like I get that. Yes, I get that whole vibey. I felt the vibey, but I didn't know how to put vibey to pen and paper. You know.
Yes,
I'm not trying to be like I'm the shit, nigga. I'm not saying that, but
you are.
I'm surprised at how good a writers y'all are. That it was hard for y'all, dog. Like I'm surprised.
It was super hard. Random little piece of information. Before we talk about the track, random piece of information. I actually probably missed out on a super dope opportunity because it was too hard for me to write to that shit, because I had an opportunity at one point to do an EP with my homie, actually, that I've known before he was an EDM DJ, my dude Figure. I knew him when he was a hip hop DJ, when he made beats.
Nice.
And at one point when he first started, he was like, yo, I'm on Skrillex's label. They're taking me on tour. I got all this shit. Me and you should do an EP. I was like, word, I'm down. He sends me the beats. I'm like, I don't know how to write to this.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you so many of these stories where you passed up.
Denku just did the summary of this whole album.
Yo, man.
Jevity challenged me like on every beat. Let's go.
Hey, good shit, Jevity. You should challenge your MC like that. You should do that, right?
Challenge is the best way to grow.
And it made for a great fucking album EP y'all got going right now. And here's the thing, though. Deku don't tell me stories like that with a few different people. And that one, it irritates the fuck out of me. I'm not gonna lie.
Why? Why does it irritate you?
Because you're an incredible writer of freestyle.
Yeah,
maybe you should just freestyle the joint, right? Or maybe you should just freestyle the joint. But to pass it up, like, I got 2 lanes I can go in, but I'm just not gonna drive.
I didn't do it.
I'm just fucking with you.
Could have been the beat. Could have been the beat.
I'm just fucking shit. It's me and my guy Deku. You know, for everybody that knows this podcast, we talk shit. That's the beauty of it. You know what I mean? But I'm just playing, man. But yeah, man. The next track.
Well, real quick. So Jevity, you didn't have no issue writing to that. Like you were straight with that.
So I've been DJing EDM music for years now. So
I
get the structure of how it's put together, what needs to come up, what needs to come down,
the drops and all that.
And so Case was like, I've never written any of this. I'm like, so this is the stuff you have to follow in EDM, and I was kind of coaching him through it where he needs to hit. Right. So that's his cadence is based off of certain things that he knows. And I had to open his ear, like, we got to follow this part or this part or that part. And then once we got it down, the writing just flowed after that. And it felt
worked.
good.
It worked out.
100%. So Case, that was the first one you ever did?
I'm saying
that style.
Yeah, definitely. That we took seriously. We're gonna put on an album. We took seriously. Like there were parts where, like he mentioned, I didn't know where certain drops or certain crashes hit and that type of thing.
Definitely different format.
I'm trying to write to like the hardest premiere beat ever,
bars,
but Jevity's like, no, wait, here it's gonna drop here, and like, wait, it's gonna do this here. I'm like, all right, I'm listening and then writing, you know.
Yeah, that actually helps. I actually had the dude who produced the one EDM track I've done too. He did the same thing. He's like, yo, there's gonna be a bunch of drops, just follow those first. So don't get it twisted. It wasn't hard to write to, but I did listen to it 5-6 times before I knew where I was gonna write. But I do that with every beat. Right. I map out beats. Like that's just my meticulous nature. Like, but so I just want to say one thing. You murdered that shit for not ever doing that. I'm sure you killed that shit. Because you hit it perfectly, like, and so it was surprising to me to hear that. You know what I'm saying?
It actually sounded like y'all could do a full record like.
Oh, you could 100% do a full EDM record. Absolutely.
Not that you would like to do that, Case. I'm
just You're definitely correct in my historics, but Jevity changed my direction.
Sometimes you gotta turn a new leaf. You know what I mean?
I love this album, and we're gonna do another one. So
we're
working. We're at it.
For all the EDM fans that watch Pick Apart the Passion, there you go, man. It might be that we nudge them to do a full EDM album.
Right?
We'll see.
EDM.
So
I'm sorry.
What's up? Were you gonna say something?
I think the next.
I was gonna say I didn't know you had another question, so keep moving. Let's go.
All right. So the next track is Jump Rope Rhyme.
We're on track 4.
Jump Rope Rhyme.
5. Well, 4 or 5. Yeah.
That
Jump Rope Rhymes is a Jevity beat.
Yep.
Word up.
I like
this is actually the first beat that I made when we first started working together. So this is like the first one. Like I popped it together, and it was like we're gonna write to it.
There you go.
Right. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
We're doing
The Mac Dad will make you jump, shot G made a hump. One thing we can agree on is fuck Donald Trump. Paranoia president, government's a delusion. The only time they jump is to a conclusion. Never mind that. Rewind these clever mind raps. Every tie that was severed, I'll remind you of that. Let's battle, let's grapple, let's touch, more tackle. I'm the Thriller Von Miller, moonwalking your back here. My attack shield scarred, many missions to Mars. Call my crew Dubuque, cause we got bars. My camp, my job, have my way with words. You're a thought process, CasetheJoint is a verb. You heard 6 million ways to die and chose one. All work and no play makes Jack frozen. Every letter sounds better when said by this guy. When the question is jump, the answer is how high.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Man vs. machine got me mad at magazines. Hollow tip, hollow swing and a miss, you're a sinking abyss. Seems you never jump rope, but always jump shit. Shit talkers testify in a sea of lies. I'm a purple rain poet when I make these dubs cry. Abrasive rap pap smear, trendy pap spear. Rappers always in my ear, same shit last year, I'm a pioneer. Smiling from ear to ear, clear the air, catch a slug in my atmosphere. Keep it poppin', got that bubble rap, boom bap. The power of my raps return Pluto to the map. Slack, no never, several men in Denver. Punks jump up to get beat down and dismembered. Red October rockin' Russians like it ain't no thing. CasetheJoint Dj Jevity, Jump Rope Gang.
Yeah.
That's Jump Rope Rhyme.
Yeah. Okay, so speaking of that, I had a question about that. I think it was the last episode, and maybe the one before. There was I did a jump rope reference of double dutch, like you just trying to get in the mix, right?
Huh?
So this doesn't seem like that reference, although maybe I missed something. So why the jump rope reference? Number one.
Jevity first had the samples.
Yeah. Okay.
I think you had the samples before we had the beat. And it was taking different, like teddy bear. and they're like, and so we had the jump rope reference samples, and then we were like, we could toss some jump ropes and make a beat, and this is truly pick apart the passion over here.
That's what we're here for, baby.
This is great.
I get excited for that part when somebody says the name. I'm like,
I love it. In those breaks when the girls are doing the jump ropes, the double Dutch runs, Jevy and I took mic cords and slapped them on his laminate floor. And
yeah, we recorded that and did that with mic cables, so all that jump
during both of those breaks. The first one was like 11, 12, 13, 14. The girls were counting. We were slapping mics on the laminate floor, mic cord.
Yo.
And the second one, when they did teddy bear, they do the little.
Yeah, turn around, touch the ground. I had girl cousins.
He slowed down. Jevity slowed down like the bass sound. He slowed down the bass sound to get the whoosh, whoosh.
Oh shit!
Yo, so that's crazy. So like every time you hear this joint, you think of doing that.
You guys in there like, hey,
yes,
that's crazy.
Yes, and it's like we didn't put that fucking liner notes. For fans, we can tell you
the liner notes right here, baby.
That's what's up. Jevity,
man.
So
wow.
I don't personally know this. What do you use to make your beats?
I use Ableton.
Oh, I don't know. Okay.
I use Ableton. So Ableton, I got my little keyboard here. So
the controller.
Yeah, just.
I started making beats, and when I first started making beats, actually this is like 10 years ago, and I took like 6 years off, and then in the last 3 years I started again. I'm curious. I didn't like Ableton because it was hard to learn, so I went to Reason. I love Reason, right?
I actually used Reason first.
Okay,
and then went to Ableton.
Was Ableton hard for you to learn? Is that something that's normal that it takes a long time to learn, or?
I'm still learning every day.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just you just gotta find something you're comfortable with, and Ableton was the first thing I could get my hands on fully and actually like pick a starting point. Like I had Reason, but in order to be successful on Reason, you needed to know like what the plugins and how to do that, like attaching thing and stuff like that.
I was lucky. Flip Phil, who we talked about earlier, turned me on the Reason 3. This is a long time ago. I'm on Reason 10 now, right? But he turned me on the Reason 3, and he showed me how to use that, and then I've just progressed. So maybe it's just that what you're comfortable with.
It's just what you're comfortable with. And I got Ableton, and so I build all my stuff in like the long arrangement view. So I'm arranging my whole song from beginning to end while I'm producing it in the middle. So a lot of people don't do it that way, but that's how I learn. So that's how I do it in Ableton. I can lay out the whole song piece by piece.
Mm-hmm. And I do sections, right? I do sections, but you know what I do is if I have 8 tracks of different sounds in the beat, right? Then I'll have like all those 8 tracks for the first 8 bars, and then I'll start to section them off and figure out how I want to drop them in and out, change some shit, put some effects. So it is different. It's much different because I don't do long form at all. I start with short, 16 bars, 24 maybe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll start with the loop. But
deep nerd shit, I guess.
Yeah, I'll start with the loop, but like when I throw stuff in, like I'm like, oh no, that goes together, but that should go in a breakdown, or this should go in a chorus, So like I'll stack stuff, if this where it should go, but yeah, I like to move everything around. So this will go at the end, this will go at the beginning.
Sure.
So go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dad. No, go ahead, dog.
So my thing is, this track's super dope, by the way. I like this track, but even before we go further, I was curious, how did the fans of y'all take in this album? Like, because you challenged Case, right, to do something he don't usually do, and I know you DJ as well, but how did people respond to this album? Like when you gave it to them?
We got a lot of, it's different, but people enjoyed it for the most part. But yeah, we mostly got like it's different. It's definitely a collision of me and Case. So I mean, it's not anything Case's fans would expect. It's not anything my fans would expect. So
And
you know, we got our new kind of lane that we kind of forged together here. So
yeah,
I remember.
How do you feel about the it's different? You know what I'm saying?
I love it because I remember at a couple of shows we did in one particular at the Lift, and we did Step Out the Game, and
live.
Yeah. And,
that had to be crazy, yo.
Yeah, but Phantom, Tommy was still alive.
I remember that dude.
Yeah. Phantom's gone, and that's all in our hearts. But Phantom was there, and I remember when we did it, it was like a nice little crowd to Lift, like 25, 35 people on that small side up front. But Phantom was right up front, and I was doing, you're like, step out the batter box, you little chatterbox, and he was right with me, like getting so hyped, and I was like, well, I just got one of my near and dear hip hop heads on board with this, different Jevity beat that we're doing. And then the other people catching vibe because it's real vibey, and like you see girls and you see dudes and like vibey. But I was I knew then when I saw Phantom right up front, like on my every line, I was like, all right, I got what I wanted, the hip hop guy. Now the rest.
Yeah.
You always want that as an MC, right? Like,
I mean,
Rest in power, Phantom. Rest in power, Phantom.
Indefinitely,
yeah, man.
Yeah, rest in power, Phantom.
That's my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We have. Oh, wait a minute. I had one question about that one. The crisscross reference. Okay. The crisscross reference. Not just that though. Hold up.
Yeah.
So I've noticed though I don't know if it's every song, I can't remember, I'll be honest. And I couldn't even keep track of that while I was listening to and doing notes, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because I was so enthralled in the bars, I would miss it. I'd be like, damn it, I missed that again, but I gotta listen to the rest, But I feel like almost every verse, or at least like a few or half, you reference the old school like hip hop guy, or in some way. Was that? Of course, that was on purpose because of how many times you did it, right?
An old school someone, like an old school.
Yeah, because it was crisscross. No, seriously, it was crisscross. There was
It's just where
I can't remember now, but
it's just it's where it comes from.
Yeah, the albums, riddled with them.
Oh god.
Yeah, I mean, but I thought you started like 3 or 4 verses like that with
I think,
right? Am I confusing myself?
Yep. Now I know. Like I'll take an Ice-T intro and take his first 3 words and then direct it somehow. But it's like it's fun. Yeah, I see you. It's fun. Yeah, I said the line in reference. I said the Mac Dad will make you jump. Shock.
Right.
He made a hump.
Mm-hmm.
I think we all agree on it. Fuck Donald Trump, but Trump line don't matter.
Yeah.
But the Mac Dad will make you jump. They were Daddy Mac and Mac Daddy.
Yeah.
They weren't all that bad. They were fucking fun.
I love them.
They were really
fun. I love them. I was like 12 years old. I loved them. They sold 9 million records, so you can front all you want to. But
I mean, they were dope. They were dope.
My friends and I put our jerseys on backwards.
I rock backwards shit too. I rock backwards shit.
Last episode, I had this shirt my daughter gave me that has a peace sign right here, and then on the back it has this Bob Marley quote where Bob Marley quote where he says, "Once the world knows peace, then peace." I don't know the quote, but you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
And so I wore it backwards last week so that the quote would show, right? And I said, and before we started recording, I was like, yo, I'm on my totally crisscrossed out shit, you know what I mean?
It's because inside out,
I heard that today, and I was like, yeah. I was like, that's dope. But so I just had to touch on that because I knew you had done it a few times. And you do make references all through. But to me, to begin the verse multiple times like that is... It spoke to me. I think it's such a great ode, and you did it so lyrically well that it wasn't just like, yo, shout to Run DMC, blah blah blah, right? You did it. Well, you had to catch it. If you have to know it to catch it, you know what I mean? Like, I love that kind of shit, bro.
I like to step in the way that they did, the way the artists that I idolized did, and then just pepper it and mustard, and add the spice.
I like that. Pepper it. Hey.
Yeah.
Pepper it.
like this though.
Paprika that shit, huh?
Yeah. Paprika me, man. Like sprinkle me, man. Sprinkle me.
Yeah, Salt Bay.
Sprinkle me. Shout to the Bay.
Yeah.
So we on death match. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, death match.
Death match.
Okay.
I've been waiting for this one.
Okay. Yeah. This was actually in my notes. I have either Deadly Duo or this one is my favorite beat.
Okay.
And
Yeah. This is mine.
Okay. So is it yours?
This is
Then it's definitely my favorite. Because here's the thing. No, I'm serious because I'm dead serious. I heard Deadly Duo.
I love your format of talking after. This is a beat I have to give a tiny intro.
Go ahead.
When I pulled up outside Jevity's house one night for practice.
You can hear that motherfucker.
The end. I pulled up and he said, he texted me, "Get inside, you have to hear this."
Oh.
I'm like, I just pulled up, Jev. Like, I know practices 5 to 7. I'm 5 minutes early. What do you want? Then he comes outside and is standing on the front porch.
I was like,
he's like, come on. I'm like, it can't be that great. I get in, he puts it on, and it is
hard, yo.
And it was halfway done, but he had all those church bells, those hymns. Yeah. They're like Islam hymns, chanting, and they're like I got fucking lost in that beat when it was halfway done.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Like, thank you for telling me how good it was. Yeah.
I think we all just talked at the same time. I just said, I said, when you start writing when it's halfway done, that's when you know that motherfucker about to be cold, man. It don't even matter what he's doing it now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you are.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man. But let's get to it, man. Because I swear, though, I heard the first one, Deadly Duo, and I was like, that's my favorite one. And I was on 4, and I looked at my phone. I'm like, all right, let me reserve that, right?
Yeah, this is deathmatch. Deathmatch.
And then it got to 6. I know. But then it got to number 6, deathmatch, and I was like, I'm literally putting my notes. Deadly Duo is my fave, but then this came on.
I love that.
That shit is
oh my God.
Okay.
Yeah. That shit is written right there.
And
I
this
was like,
came on.
That's love.
I literally wrote that.
Exactly how I feel.
I'll take a picture and send it to you. I
totally agree.
I swear to God, yo.
I need that picture, and I agree 100%. That's exactly how I feel.
Death match.
Let's go.
Death match, a match till death in one breath. Anything less than death, I'm upset.
Death match, a match till death in one word. Anything less than death is absurd.
Fucking bomb. Drop it
on the album.
For a few seconds, this place was Armageddon. There was a fire.
100 miles and running, bet the boys in blue be gunning. No salary cap, savage cap, at least he stood for something. Fight for your rights to run for your life till you see the tunnel's light. Pour that gas, roar that match, good times like dynamite. Americans idolize, television sucks them dry. Hating on me, if that's the case, then who the fuck am I? Go crazy, your killer instincts become lazy. Don't stop the body rock till your eyesight starts to get hazy. Bird box, guess again, blindfolds, S&M. Leave my will to the next of kin. Scale these walls like a Mexican. Massacre on St. Valentine. Love to die but live to rhyme. Got telepathy with Jevity. I got your back rock like zipline. Pull the cord, swing that sword, end this tortured war. Don't press record, press abort. More typical than Michael Rapport. Keep it hot like Freddy's face. These dreams I'll manufacture. Write soliloquies for ill MCs till you queen like Adam Lambert.
Revolution will not be televised, so I'm what you get to see. And when the sky goes black and the demons come, the devil summons me. Then I come at you, hit you with a hatchet, seeing red is all you do. It ain't so right, you take your shotgun, now your face is turning blue. Best believe me when I say that I am coming for your crew. I had the plan cause I'm the man, and Case is gonna be gunning too. Hip-hop brothers like no other, back to back is what we do. Try to run up, got our guns up, and this finger's just for you. So stand your ground, pound for pound, ain't no losing in this grudge match. Keep it locked and loaded, never folding, it's a bloodbath. Knock it out the socket, 0-20, this is rough now. Could be seeing doubles, fuck your mumble, shit is real trap. Gonna give you back your history and write it with a fuse. This ain't a crazy mystery that you ain't got the juice. If super rapping didn't happen, then you wouldn't know what to do. Quit bouncing checks and pay respects to the greatness before you.
Permissive, progressive people.
Jev ladies beats, I'ma slay MCs, there's 6 million ways to die. I can step on a track and break your back, bitch, don't kill my vibe.
It's about that time to crack that spine so I can remind you. When words are weapons, stairway to heaven, and you can't escape the fumes.
I write a haiku while higher than you, quote my throat on death note. Don't overdose, cause I'm overdope, overheard in every single word I wrote.
Raise the ropes, cut the throats, taking everything I see. I'm down to clown, don't mess around, fuck keeping it PG.
THC enhanced, devil's dance, posing a b-boy stance. With a crypt keeper meets Grim Reaper, I don't think you stand a chance.
This soul will leave your body stuck in frozen fear and trance. When the bells ring and the angels cry, revelation takes command.
No. Oh, so good.
That shit is nasty. If y'all ever do a remix, I want first dibs on that one.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
just
just
saying
hard.
it's that dope,
That's
yo.
just hard.
Yeah,
It's hard as fuck, man.
I appreciate it.
You get to rap first on the remix, Ram.
Yo, so the back and forth. How does that look? Are y'all together right now? Is that something y'all were separate for? Is it something you've done in the past besides this album? Like, how's that work, man? I thought the back and forth, y'all, it seemed natural. That's why I'm at.
Yeah. The whole album we were together for before
Yeah.
We wrote that. We sat down and wrote that after Case came over. I was just like, you got to come hear this. I'm like, this one's good. We sat there and started writing right there. And I was like, this one has that apocalyptic, like, fight for your life kind of vibe. I'm like, we got to write some hard hitting shit to this one.
Yeah. So the last beat I was saying where you kind of got Case out of his element. Mm-hmm. Is this after that or before that? I'm curious.
This is after that. So this is
I can tell. I can tell, and that's why I asked that. I felt like Case on this one, you got a little more comfortable on it, just a little more. Not that the other one was any worse. It was dope as fuck.
Yeah.
But this one, I felt like you got a little more comfortable, right?
Thank you. This was more in my comfort zone. Yeah. You nailed it, because I want to be gritty and grimy all the time in my words.
Me too.
Yeah. So I'm like, he was so excited, texting me and stepping outside when I pulled up to practice, and I'm like,
yeah, that'll do it.
I got to hear this, and I'm like, oh my god, like, yeah, this is
man. Hell yeah,
we're gonna write the song like, and the back and forth was really easy because we did it together, and we knew we wanted to be on this dark, whether we have weapons or we have darkness or we have the elements of pessimism, and we were writing like that. So we just ping ponged that last verse, and it was pretty easy.
Yeah, I love that shit.
Yeah,
man.
that whole track's like a movie. That's the vibe we wanted to give it.
It felt like I was about to rob the bank, yo. I was about to Case the joint. I was about to Case the joint, man.
Yeah. Jeff, what are the samples in the beginning of it that you used?
That's from Boondock Saints. So I don't know if that movie was a firefight. Yeah, that's Boondock Saints.
I recognized it, but I wasn't sure where from. Yeah.
So I was like, I'm like that dope to bring it in there. And then there's some cuts in there from some like Riot newscast in there.
Right before the ping pong verse, the third verse. There's like some CBS newscast, and Jevity was like, it was like people chanting in the background, and there's like progressive, pariahish people. Boom. Like the third drop.
It worked, bro. It worked. It worked. You know what I mean?
So I had kind of a question that morphs into a separate question, kind of. So it's kind of like, you mentioned shut the fuck up! Don't laugh at me, motherfucker.
We're the only one laughing. What happened?
Look, dog, you just did that shit like you were about Bill Nye or some shit. You said like you was Bill Nye or some shit, and all you could have said is, "I got 2 questions."
Hey, but you know me though. You know me though. So stop it right now.
I know.
Stop it right now.
Yeah, you know me, motherfucker. You know I'm gonna say something. Anyway, sorry, guest. This is when the hosts gotta say some shit to each other.
So y'all mentioned you rolled up to practice, right? So my thing is, you guys have been practicing music together like for a minute, like together doing shit?
Yeah, we used to meet every Thursday.
Okay, so
how long?
Oh yeah.
Probably the whole 3-4 years we've known each other. Back
then.
They've
only known each other 3-4 years?
Yeah.
Did we come on there?
Well, so
maybe five, but yeah.
Yeah, it might be 5.
Wow.
but
yeah, my bad.
Practicing
practice actually, practice didn't start till DBRL times. Like that's when we started meeting.
Okay.
Word. So practicing. I mean,
question 2.
What do you say to motherfucker? Why are you clowning me? I don't understand. He's putting bullets on my screen. Question 2.
I love you.
He's popping the bullets on my screen, ladies.
Ham's over here telling Allen Iverson.
Once it gets later, a little later in the podcast, I start talking a little more shit. Come on, son. Tell me my glass empty.
Yo, so
I'm empty too.
So what do you tell a younger generation that makes music? Do you think that it's necessary to get together and practice their craft, or do you think that they just, wing the shit? Like, I feel like a majority of younger cats are doing, because they don't really know how to create properly.
Well,
yes.
What are your
Great
goals?
question.
What are your goals?
Good question there. Yeah,
we were doing our show circuit too, so we were kind of like a big thing with our album too is calling out the karaoke rappers and stuff like that. Like, we wanted to give people an experience when they came and saw us. So part of that is getting it right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, we would go through our set list, just make sure we got it down. No one wants to pay money to go see you karaoke your own music. Like,
I feel that.
I don't know, man. I love karaoke.
Karaoke is great, but you don't gotta pay to go see somebody karaoke. You just go to the bar.
No, I'm totally joking. No, wait, I'm totally joking. I sing. I really do sing, and I hate karaoke. I really do. I'm joking totally. But Case, man, like, how does that how do you look at that as an MC? Because I know there's a little bit of a different perspective, but not totally. But how do you look at that in that way as MC?
On the karaoke thing?
What Deku had? No, what Deku had.
What was your original thought, Deku?
So I was wondering. I was basically wondering, what do you tell the younger generation?
Yes. But see, although they might not be inclined or motivated or reached out to practice, there's had to be some sort of guidance that lets you know that honing your craft, research and dedication and practice will make it perfect. Will make you better at it. And that's all I can do. I've been an educator. I'm just a rapper and just a guy now, but I've taught kids, And
now, not just a rapper, not just a guy. You ill in the seat. Say that shit, bro. Come on. Give yourself your own flowers, man. What the fuck are you doing right now?
I've taught in the school systems in middle schools and poetry classes.
You said you was a pioneer on your own record. You said you was a pioneer on your own record.
I'm a pioneer.
And as far as I know, you a pioneer. So say that shit. I'm not gonna let you disrespect yourself right now, dude.
Okay, I'm not. I'm just humble.
All right, let's correct that shit. Let's correct that.
Humble Hank. Thank you. Thank you, Ram. Love you.
Love you too, bro. I'm just saying.
I'm telling kids, you have to practice.
100%.
And in any way you can be. I used to start my middle school poetry classes by saying there's a we in weird for a reason. Today and every day of these classes, we're gonna get weird. If you don't like being weird, then this isn't for you. We're gonna get weird in here. You know?
Yeah. All right. So before the last song, is the last song, right? The next one?
No.
We have a bonus. We're gonna play a bonus joint too.
Yeah, we got.
I forgot about the bonus joint. Okay. Well, either way, I wanted to ask this question. So Jevity, you said you did poetry, right? At some point. Case, you did poetry, right?
Definitely.
I did poetry.
Wow.
Did you do poetry at one point before rhyming?
Yes. I was actually in a poetry
Is that how you have to start an MC?
Slam battle.
I literally wrote. We all wrote like a lot of MCs. Like I say, 80% of the MCs I ever meet wrote poetry as a young kid and then got into rhyming because they was like, wait, Snoop can say the simple shit he says. Yeah. I love Snoop.
Let's
be real, right?
Do a slam poetry battle right now. I don't know who'd win.
Oh man, first of all, we can take a whole nother. You get a little cigar in or something like that. We can come back and we got some fun, yo.
Let's go.
He's ready. He's ready.
I always got notebook.
But I was joking. Hold on, relax.
I got another one right here. I got the choppers. I got the choppers.
I'm freestyling my poems. Huh?
Yeah. Okay, but I'm freestyling mine too, B.
All right, I tap out.
Matter of fact, I'm not even hosting no more. I'm just gonna sit here like this and see already. No, seriously, let's get into the next track. And that track is called
What Up? What Up?
Yes, I love this track too. So I'm sorry, what?
No, you're right. Go ahead.
Okay, wait. I just want to let the fans know, second episode in a row. I know this song 3 times over. I got to go use the bathroom. Love all y'all. I'll be back.
All right, y'all. This is
What Up. There's one more.
What up with that fly girl looking hot in the pink? What up to her boyfriend, he just brought her a drink? What up to my homies, heroes of this hard life? What up to enemies, see me winking at your wife?
What up, party people in the place to be? You're now tuning in live to Case and Jevity. A beat coming out the speaker roll so naturally. So come bump your head while we touch them trees.
What up, bartender? Yo, I'll see you in a couple. And if you know what up, then Corona shot a rumble. What up with that shut up, put that muzzle in your mouth. Now you a real mumble rapper, say what up to the crowd.
What up, I'm DJ Jevity, I'm good with all the melodies. I'm hitting all the notes and I'm cooking up the remedies. I'm writing all the rhymes and I'm building up a treasury. You are the whack MCs are
officially my enemy.
What up, girl, you smoke, I see you're personable. She said, what up with your greeting, so unpersonable. What up with the DJ, he won't take my request. He cut, scratch, beat, match, then manifest.
What up, duck face with a matching ass? Trying to use Snapchat just to make some cash. If your brain was as big as your ambition, maybe you would get better male attention.
What up, far right, pushing it. What up, rich journalist, proprietor of fake news? What up, Don Trump, 2020, going bye-bye? What up, Bernie Sanders,
What up to my real DJs and fuck the fake ones, the ones that use technical skills to get the job done. Push and play ain't talent, and neither is your music list. DJ is a bad term. What up, turntablist?
What up to the future? Fuck the past till she comes. What up to your mom? She raps better than these bums. Sit down, be humble, bitch. I'm old and cocky. I give your girl 2 minutes in the box like hockey.
What up, lil' mama, with all the tattoos? Your body's got me eyeballing you. And if you're free after close, I ain't got nothing to lose. So don't play hard to get, and I'll roll this for two. What up?
Yo. Is that it? Is this still going?
Yeah, it's just some outros. Outro juice.
And on and on and on to the next one.
On and on to the next one. On and on to the next one.
And on and on to the next one. And on and on and on to the next one.
What up?
All right, so the two lines are stuck out. Can I just say the two lines are stuck out right there? And I'm not gonna lie, this is one of those tracks where I'm not gonna lie. For now, I'm realizing who said what, kind of, but I didn't realize who said what on this track. Y'all, this is one of the ones where y'all voices blended so well. I think I just fucked up. I don't know. Not now. I'm saying maybe I fucked up on what I was hearing.
I knew.
Okay, well, good for you, motherfucker. Anyway, can somebody mute him real quick?
I'm the host, motherfucker.
Well, you're the host. Yeah, okay. Okay, motherfucker. Say it. Yo, the what up, DJ? What up with DJ Jevity not taking my request? I forget exactly how it said. That shit made me laugh the fuck out loud, yo. That shit was hilarious.
Nice than manifest.
Yeah, yo, because that shit, I've literally seen people walk up to your DJ booth.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, maybe I saw one of those moments.
Yeah.
You know
Jevity has the shirt. What's the shirt that says I don't do requests? On the back of the t-shirt, it has a barcode.
Yeah, QR code.
Put your phone up to it, and it plays Rick Ashley and Never Gonna Give You.
Oh my God!
Are
you serious?
It's my Rick Roll T-shirt. It says if you want to request, scan here. And then when you scan it, you get Rick Roll.
that might be the best thing I've ever heard on this podcast so far, man. It's episode 10 right here. It's episode 10 right here. And this might be the best thing I've ever heard.
I love that shirt.
and then DJ is a bad term. Wait a minute. DJ is a bad term. What about turntablist?
What up, turntablist?
Yo, that shit. To me, that was a dope way to say DJ is a bad term. Because then I was like, why is he saying that? And then before I can even think all of that, what about turntablist? And I'm like, yeah, that's super sick, yo.
Yeah, there's so many
keeping
definitions.
With the theme of the what ups too. We're keeping with the theme of the what. He's like,
what up, turntable, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know which was that both you, Case, or
that was mine. Yeah, that was me.
Both of those lines that I mentioned, the DJ.
The first one's Case.
Yeah,
first one's Case. Second one's mine.
Thank the universal.
You got it. You credited each one.
I was hoping I got a line from each one of y'all. If that had been one of y'all, I would have been like, damn, I fucked the whole podcast.
You good.
I mean,
this was a song where I was like never super confident that we should put it on the album.
Fuck that.
I love
that answer.
Kenku, it was too fun. I was like, are we supposed to have this much fun?
Okay, that whole statement's over. I'm cutting you off on that. Fuck that. That's it.
I always felt that way.
Yeah, this is, you know what? I love shit talking joints, and this joint y'all talk shit nonstop. I love this shit. Like the whole shit is dope. And then, man, but for real, that 2 minutes in the box.
Like hockey.
Come on, son.
Hockey line. Yeah.
Did I give you a girl 2 minutes in the box? That's hockey.
Like
I don't even know hockey like that, but I was like, that's cold.
That shit's hilarious. That's hilarious right there.
Hell yeah, dog. So
the old guys still got bars.
The old guy. All right.
Surprise.
Hey, you know what? Older guys got better bars. Let's just say that.
Right, let's go.
Y'all can do y'all can do all that shit. But we got bars.
You gotta do all of it.
I'm looking dead into the camera if somebody's looking at. I'm looking at you. All right, let's get it going. We got the bonus track. And then I want to ask you something before the bonus track, Beast Mode, which is, I hope that's a Marshawn Lynch reference. I don't know if it is or not, but if it ain't, then fuck yeah, you know what I mean? So check this out, though. You also have the outro, and we're not playing that. We want the listener to go get it, right?
Yeah.
But is there a possible way that you could spit it or no? Is that not something we're going to do today?
I can do that.
Or do you want people to go get it?
I can do that if I can think of it, of how it starts.
I just love acapellas, obviously. I mean, you know that, and I like when you do acapellas.
I think I can do it. I think I can do it.
Well, let's play Beast Mode. You know what I mean? The Marshawn Lynch, even if it ain't got nothing to do with that, we doing that.
Okay.
And I don't mean to disrespect y'all shit. I'm just playing. We all football fans, obviously. I think so, but
the Beast Mode track was like our DBRL theme song. So we had
Beast Mode. Let's go.
Yeah, we had our prominent battle winner, aka Sneed, on the track. So he's featured on the track.
Say that one more time. Say his rap name one more time so people can find him.
Sneed, SNEED.
One half of Mike Smith.
One half of Mike Smith. That's it. Yeah, one half of Mike Smith.
Half of Mike Smith.
That's the Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Josh Locke.
Shout
Sneed.
to them all. Shout them all out. Shout to people.
Right.
All right. So this is Beast Mode.
From the DBRL, y'all know me as Sneed. First name's Jake, just a killer MC. So while I'm stacking chips, I'm slapping kids with acronyms. You think I'm acting big? Well, you should see me when I'm battling. It's beast mode, I'ma kill each show. Bars in the streets, no, cause I spit bars in the streets, yo. Get scarred head from feet, yo. Get your ass smoked like jars of the weed, bro. Yo, every sentence a quote. And when Case holds shows from the entrance, it's dope. You could be friend or foe, still get broke off steadily. To a fly melody supplied by Jevity. This is shit I love, man. This is what I'm into. Hip hop in Dubuque at the venue, and it must continue. But it's game over for hoes, man. You might as well fold. On the mic, I'm going beast mode.
Beast is so cool. Beast mode.
We come hard, calling out all this hypocrisy, cause all you wannabes wanna celebrate mediocrity. This is a prophecy, yo, it needs to end. Y'all ain't real MCs, y'all are just following trends. You think you're primo, following the same old dream, trying to get put on wax with a cookie cutter machine. Same song, same raps, the same outfits. The zombie apocalypse is here, and I guess you're it. So speak loud and talk from your heart. You can't battle, then you don't respect the art. This is DBRL, the birth of a new nation. People gonna love it, cause it's naughty by nature. And now that you can hear me, you're probably gonna remember me. I'm the DJ of the crew, you can call me Jevity. This ain't a secret formula, plan, or binary code. Case me and Sneed about to go beast mode.
I'm riding too hard.
Your punchline's predictable, pen laced with sedatives. I'm a type in all caps. This is not case sensitive. Victory is mine, all your bickering is fine. I walk on power lines, fingertips, taser rhymes. Devil's haircut on my mind, backbone of Satan's spine. Got a thumb for each socket, I'll show you love is blind. I stole the soul from Nat King Cole, I'm unforgettable. I turn up to beats like Devo eating vegetables. Ah, that's the banter when I'm in beast mode. Since Phantom bodied him, no one's heard from D-Bros. Sordid swords, swing strings, Pinocchio puppets. Seems more and more ring kings are usual suspects. Shove me into shallow water before I get too deep. If one more MC concedes, half the battle's need. Gotta give the people what they want, gotta give them what they need. CasetheJoint and Jevity, Dubuque Battle Rap League. Yeah.
Free smoke, give me no free time, dogs. Free smoke, give me no free time, dogs. Free smoke, give me no free time, dogs. Free smoke, this is not a fucking game. Free smoke, give me no free time, dogs. Free smoke, give me no free time, dogs. Free smoke, give me no free time, dogs. Free smoke, this is not a fucking game.
Yo, man.
That shit goes hard, son.
Bro, obviously we didn't hear that one because it wasn't on the Spotify, right?
Yeah, that's a get the CD one.
It's on the physical copy only.
Yeah. So
probably the old guy's idea.
Yep.
Okay, so tell the Pick Apart the Passion viewers where they can get all of that. How's that work?
Yeah. Physical copies. We just got a limited run of them. But I mean,
okay, but tell them what social media is. Bandcamp, how does that work?
The album Essential Business is on all of your streaming platforms.
Okay.
It's on everything: Spotify, Pandora, Amazon, iTunes, Google Music.
But how do you get that? He's the DJ intro. I'm the rapper outro, and the bonus. How do you get the bonus though too?
Yep, all that will on there. Just the track we just listened to, Beast Mode, is only on the physical copies.
Right. So direct people to the physical copy is what I'm saying right now.
Oh yeah. That's on my CasetheJoint Facebook, which is CasetheJoint, and on Instagram it's.
I'm so mad at you about the name right now because the way you spun that too on Facebook. When I first saw that, I was like, "This is man."
I'm certainly the only me and
my
shadow understand that CasetheJoint spells CasetheJoint. So I always wrote it Caseth. It's still CasetheJoint, but
Case is a comedian as well. If you didn't know.
Jeff, remember we were practicing that night, and that girl came in the venue and was like, "Are you Caseth?"
I do.
It was Brianna.
I was like,
oh my God!
She was like doing some videography or wanted to do something for shows for us, and she's like, "Are you Caseth?" I'm like, CasetheJoint? No, CasetheJoint.
Yeah, Cassius the third.
I'm fucking Cassius Clay. All right,
Royal the third joint.
Cassius the royal rapper.
Yo, that shit for real happened? That shit for real?
Yes, Casseth. Are you Casseth? I want to know who was in charge of doing shows here. Are you Casseth? Yes, that's me.
So you thought your middle name was Irvin, and your real last name was Joint. Yeah. I know, I said Irvin on purpose to fuck with you. I can't say
Irwin Joint. Jointingham.
Joint is my real last name.
Of the Sherwood Forest.
We're from the weed part of Australia. That's great, man. Yo, the album's incredible. We got this I'm the Rapper acapella last outro.
Yeah.
We are not going to play that today.
I even found
he's got it.
Found the cheat sheet.
Oh, my motherfucking man.
Found the cheat sheet.
Yo, do you need the tech guy to have a light right there or something?
I know. I do. We didn't budget for that. I just got to buy him a few drinks at the bar. After this, that's all.
Yo, Case, you might be the funniest guest we've had so far. I swear to God, man. I swear to God, that's fucking hilarious. Let's go.
I try. I love you guys.
This is the outro. We're not ending after the outro. We still gonna talk for a second, at least outro this shit on our terms. We're not gonna outro our shit, bro. You're not taking over the show, Case. I mean, I know you Case-Joint, but you're not robbing the show, B.
Yes, Casseth, that's not happening.
Yeah, Casseth E-Joint. Get out of here. Anyway, yo, run it. This is I'm the rapper outro. Let's go.
Okay. Block it. I feel like Frank Sinatra, sit atop of the genre. Hip-hop observation, seeing Phantom of the Opera. Another one bites the dust, a healthy distrust. I'm trying to paint a picture on a canvas of us. I've seen the evil, but don't speak it. Hear it, then I tweak it. Send you a heart-shaped inbox. Hope and pray you don't delete it. Read the Dead MC scrolls. I won't rave and tell. Like Screech with Jesus Freaks, I'm saved by the bell. Feeling larger than life, the strength of 10 elephants. They call me CasetheJoint, a.k.a. Ben Relevant. When I reach, it's a rap. When you rap, it's a reach. Put your phones away, fuckers. I came here to teach. Feats of female friction. I hit the hole like Joe Mixon. Begging mumble rappers to speak with some conviction.
Yo.
Ball gang, son. Ball gang.
Yo. That's Dubuque with motherfucking, I'm sorry, I'm going to say Dubuque, Wisconsin. That don't even exist. Dubuque, Iowa. Dubuque, Iowa in the fucking house. You know what I mean? We got my man CasetheJoint. We got DJ Jevity, homie. What up? All right. So, we threw the album. Yo, Deku, we fucking did this shit, baby. You know what I mean?
We did.
We did this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
appreciate it.
I mean, we didn't just shoot the shit. I could do an outro and then we just shoot the shit anyway, or we can get it going. I know it's late. I don't know what everybody's schedule like, but this has been Pick Apart the Passion. Is it better to be right or kind? Well, I had a lesson in that this past week, and it's better to be kind. So I'm going to salute to Pick Apart the Passion and everybody for being here tonight. Go Bengals, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you so much, man.
Yeah, we're going to end it like that. Shout out to your son again for the graphics. Thank y'all, man. Man, love y'all, man. Thank you for being here and shit. This is what's going to be on the podcast. We're going to cut this. Yeah.
Love you too, homie. Love you too, Kate. Appreciate y'all.
And track needs to happen real soon, by the way.
I'll piece some stuff together. I'll throw y'all some stuff.
Yeah. Do you want, Ram, you want me to stop the recording there right now?
A long time ago, yeah.
Okay.
Love it. That was a perfect ending.
Pick apart the passion. Pick apart the passion. Pick the passion. Pick the passion. Pick apart the passion. Pick apart the passion. Passion. Passion.